everybody.
I can't see you.
You can see me.
You can't.
Can everybody see me?
Hi, Aunt Faith and Mike Taylor.
And CNC Auto Works. Thought we'd come on live tonight since we haven't been on for a couple of days due to me lounging around and being lazy.
Ha ha, that's very funny, Dad.
You don't have a lazy bone in your body. I don't know what you're talking about.
I went shopping for boots 3 days ago. It took me 3 days to find boots, and I'm sure you're asking why. The reason why,
Face says she's here. Face says she's
I
here.
was looking for American-made boots, and I wanted them like the boots that I currently have, which is Nike, and I don't want to get Nike boots anymore because of all the terrible things they've been doing, standing up for. So, and I thought they were American-made boots when I ordered them, just like I thought Reeboks were American-made when I ordered those, and just like I thought New Balance was American-made when I ordered them. Every time I got them and opened them up and pulled back the tongue, I found out they're all made in China. So I ordered some Skechers, and hopefully they won't be made in China.
Guys,
Hi, CNC. Hi, Faith.
I got Aunt Faith. My sister Faith is
and
here.
hi,
and
Mike
Chris is here.
and hi, Mike Taylor. One thing is, here I'm gonna let you know why I am not wearing my glasses.
Everything. I wasn't made in China.
That's cool, Faith. Okay.
One thing is that the reason I'm not wearing my glasses is
They're in the shop. He's getting new lenses.
I'm getting new lenses, and I can't have
Stand
them.
back, boy.
And I can't have them for 2 weeks.
Well, it's going to take approximately 2 weeks. He had an eye doctor's appointment on Saturday, and actually he had an eye appointment on Saturday, which is unusual. But anyway, his one of his eyes is getting worse, and he's been wearing glasses since you were 3. AJ is 9.
Sit there.
AJ is 9, and he's been wearing glasses since he was 3, and one of his eyes is getting worse. And so, anyhow, he needs a new prescription, and he likes the frames that he had. And so, because he liked the frames that he had so much that he wanted to put the new prescription in the frames. So, it's kind of weird seeing AJ without glasses. It's unusual. Since he was 3, I've been used to seeing him. I don't know what Daddy's doing in there. Daddy's doing something. Daddy has left the building, but anyhow, so AJ's been wearing glasses since he was 3. So for 6 years. Good.
Hi, 2
That's Drue Lowe. Drue Lowe is here. So anyway, AJ's been wearing.
Hi,
his
242
glasses.
Auto Works.
Where are you? Oh, he went to get his shoes. Oh, I didn't know what Daddy was doing. He left the building. So, hey, Drue Lowe is here.
Well, I see CNC Auto Works said New Balance fixed his feet. He
says that New Balance fixed my feet, my poor feet.
My New Balances, and these do say New Balance.
What do you?
There you go, New Balance. But on the inside, they say they're made in Indonesia. So, and then my Reeboks were made somewhere else, all supposed to be American made, and I ordered them on Amazon, and when I got them in the box and opened them up, they weren't American made. They're either knockoffs or something.
Stephen he got home on Monday, and this is Wednesday night. AJ popping up. Okay, AJ, sit down. So this is Wednesday night, and he's been looking for shoes for 3 days, and so he hasn't got the oil changed. Hey, look, we have all of our top people here. We have Mike Taylor.
Hey, Mike.
We have Chris, and we have Drue Lowe, and my sister
Drue
Faith.
Lowe.
Yeah.
Where Per Thorn at?
He's
Anybody seen Per Thorn? Give him a holler.
he's in Per Thorn is in Sweden, and so he's I don't know how many hours Sweden is ahead of us. I think 11 or 12 hours. So, anyway, Drue Lowe says, hi, AJ. All right, so there's some conversation there going on. And Faith, you say, so he's going to go 2 weeks without glasses. Yeah, if they said it would take about 2 weeks. Oh, Aunt Faith, do you like AJ's haircut? He had a haircut today. It's been a busy day for AJ. He went and had his haircut, and then he also went and handed over his glasses.
I made them onion bombs tonight. You want to know what onion bombs are? Go right ahead. Explain it.
There's going to be, I don't know when I'll make this, but there's going to be a really nice video that I'm going to put up.
It's gonna be a nice one. See?
The last time we did a cooking in the kitchen, Stephen was making fudge. That was in October, November, and Stephen was making fudge.
That's when I was 202 pounds.
So yeah, he wasn't on the keto then. But tonight, Stephen, now you have to understand, I'm no cook. I am not a cook. I don't like to cook. I don't like to bake. So when Stephen was home for a year, we really lived it up when Stephen was home for a year because he likes to grill.
It's a bad boy.
You need to be keeping up with the conversation. See,
okay.
But I mean, just kind of read it and let me know what's going on. But so Stephen is the grill master and he is the cook master. And so, that's just not my forte. And so Stephen, oh yeah, you're going to put on Daddy's reading glasses. So Stephen made us onion bombs. You look nice in Daddy's glasses.
Except they reflect in the camera.
Mm-hmm. So Stephen took some very large onions and he gutted them out.
Yeah, they're big. They're like
no, they were not that big.
They're like watermelon size.
He Chris says AJ, Mama's gonna get you. But they were some big onions and Stephen gutted them out and he filled it with beef mixed with
I got hamburger
peppers.
with as much fat as I can get. So.
And then he took spaghetti sauce and red peppers and mixed it together and stuff. It's like a stuffed bell pepper.
It's like a meatloaf, but it was inside of
you've ever had a stuffed bell pepper.
It was inside of an onion. So yeah. Anyway, so AJ said he wasn't gonna eat any.
Yeah, he said that's what he said.
And he ate every last drop.
Let me have that. Okay, so
Mike Taylor, we sent these to you.
Hey, get out of the camera. Okay, so what we have here, I don't know if they can see that. These are. I want to give a shout out to Todd at Sign Pro in Hopkinsville. I don't know. Do you think they can see these? Okay.
They can see them, but they're backwards.
Yeah, you can see them.
But they're backwards.
Well, of course. I mean,
So sorry about the mirror image, but. Sorry about the mirror image, but those are our decals. Our decal colors. We have white.
It's not going to work. It's not transparent.
Here, Google. Turn on flashlight.
What does he do? Okay, so this is the white one on black construction paper.
And then we have blue, black,
Google.
and red.
Turn on flashlight.
So, and I got
turning flashlight on.
Okay, what do you? Oh, well, that's kind of cool, Stephen.
Well, you still can't see the colors, but
no, I guess not. He was trying to get you all to see it the way you all would see it.
So one of them's white, one of them's black, blue.
Turn off. Hey Google, turn off flashlight.
All right, so this is black construction, and this is white. Mike says hi, AJ. Thank you. Stephen doing it big in the kitchen. That's all right, Chris. Stephen's doing it big in the kitchen.
Well, we got
Chef Stephen.
CNC Auto Works, 242 Auto Works, Faith Bolt,
which is my sister.
CNC Auto Works, Mike Taylor. Hey, Mike.
Okay. All right, Drue Lowe. I did get Drue Lowe wants some of these too. So we
got a white one. What color is that?
That's one. This is black construction paper, and this is a white.
Oh, I didn't know we had white.
Yes.
And there's green and orange coming on the way.
So today, Mike Taylor, I mailed you out some of these today, and I also to Chris, Lamborn. Is that how you say it? Lamborn, I think. Is that right? Lamborn. Anyway, I mailed you out some of these and some of our business cards, and Drue Lowe, yours are coming.
Glasses.
So put these. So these are our new. So anyhow, we're just kind of go get one of those big banners, AJ. Go get one of those big banners. So these are our decals, and we hope that you like them. And
can I get the white one? 242 wants the white one.
Oh, okay. I'll try to remember that. He wants a white one. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll try to remember that, Drue. I don't know if they can see you.
That's for my pickup window.
I don't know if they can. You need to step back. I don't know if they can see you.
I ordered 3 of those for the pickup windows.
Now, Mike was asking if that's not the same size as the back of the semi.
It's pretty darn close. It's not as big, but it's as long.
Okay, so he was. I was asking Mike if he wanted one, and he said he might thought it was too big because like of what you had on the semi.
Oh well, the ones on my semi are 6 inches in height, but that's every bit as wide as the one that I got on the semi. That's just they're not as big.
But it's meant for the back of a pickup truck window. Okay, so let's see. That's right. Okay.
He said, "Please." Well, you can have one. That's no problem. We're handing them out for free.
Can I get the white one? Okay. Well, I sent everybody. Drue is the only one I haven't sent to because I just got his address today. But I sent one of every color to everybody else. So I sent y'all different ones. Okay. So now, before we came on the air, I had a conversation with AJ. Put your hand down.
Oh, I want to say
with Mr. Mike Taylor, and I just want to say, Mike, brother Mike. I call him brother Mike.
Okay.
And he calls me Sister Ruthie.
Well, okie dokie.
Okay, because we're
back up, AJ.
Because we're brother and sister in the Lord. So
did Mom scoot you out of the picture?
Am I that big that you're out of the picture?
Scoot back.
Well, see, we're even for a family of 3. My newly restored 2000 Ford Ranger will be graced with. Oh, okay, all right. He wants one. Mike Taylor says that he would like to have one.
Figure out how to package it up.
Well, I don't think that's a problem.
I think you could roll it kind of like in a roll and put it in a box where it doesn't get folded.
Folded.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh, and Drue Lowe is giving us emoji happy faces because I said he thinks it's funny that I'm so big that we're blocking you out. Okay, so let's get back to Mike Taylor. I am very, very blessed. Mike reached out to me and asked me if I had ever heard of the Pilgrim's Progress. AJ, stop it. And my whole life, I have always heard of the book, The Pilgrim's Progress.
Don't you want one?
I know it's backwards and you can't see it. I mean, you're reading it backwards. But anyway, my entire life, and I have been a Christian since I was 3, and in 10 days, I'll be 43. So I guess 40 years I've been saved for 40 years. I had heard of the book by John Bunyan, The Pilgrim's Progress. And Mike, you can correct me, but I think that it was published about the same time that the King James Bible was published.
First, this runaway Texas Democrat.
What are you doing?
I'm shutting this off.
Just distracting me. So anyhow, I've always heard of Pilgrim's Progress. So Mr. Mike, Brother Mike said, could I send you the copy of the Pilgrim's Progress? And I said, well, I've always heard of it, but I've never read it. But I know the storyline. I knew enough about it that it was an allegory about a man named Christian and his travels to the Holy City. And he had several different... Oh, it's not backwards. Oh, okay.
Just to us it is. It comes out backwards.
Oh, it looks backwards to us. Okay, all right. So, put your thumb down. So today we got our first fan mail.
You're not in the mirror.
We got we got this box and an Amazon package and it came today and it was our first fan mail. And Mike sent me. Now look what I get. Mike sent me a hardback one. Okay, so I
would read that, but I forgot how to read.
You didn't. So I get the hardback one, and then he was so thoughtful that he said that because Stephen is in the truck, I think his exact words were, Stephen can kick it around in the truck because it's a soft bag. And he said, I think that Stephen can kick it around in the I mean, because that's hardback. This is softback. And then not only that, but to help me further understand it.
Oh yeah, I remember you was telling me about this.
Yeah,
It's called, John Bunyan.
Yeah, I get.
Came out the same time King James.
I believe so. Anyway, and then I have a study guide, the Pilgrim's Progress study guide.
And then for me,
so that is the child's edition of it, and
That's the one I want. Right
you want
there.
the child's edition.
Yeah.
So Brother Mike Taylor, so we thank you very much, and what a nice birthday gift, because in 10 days I'll be 43 in 10 days.
and I had my birthday on May 16th.
So Stephen and I are both July flies.
And I had my birthday on May 16th.
Yes.
Oh, that's the one I want.
Oh well. So this is a very nice hardback too. Knock on wood. See, it's very nice. It's good quality too. It's got nice pictures in it. So this is our first fan mail. A nice package.
And thank you again, Mike Taylor.
That was very sweet of you. And so as a family, we can kind of read and study it. And I know that it's an allegory, and I look forward to reading it. I happen to be at least knowledgeable about what it's about. So what kind of more comments we have been coming in?
Said cool beans.
So thank you. And I just want to say that now, AJ, hand me my Bible, please. I'm going to read James 1:27. So hand me my Bible, please. So Mike Taylor also said,
You want to borrow my glasses?
no,
So Ruthie doesn't have old eyes.
I don't have old eyes. So we're going to look up James 1:27 and Hebrews, James.
I haven't done anything to my truck. I haven't even went out there. So
Okay, so
too busy looking for shoes.
so I'm going to read. I'm going to read
Did I
James.
tell you what happened with the shoes? Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going to read James 1:27. Okay, this is for you, Brother Mike. James 1:27. Pure and undefiled religion before God and the Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their trouble, and to keep oneself unspotted from the world. To keep, all right, and I actually have underlined in my Bible, to keep oneself unspotted from the world. And I love my Bible because it's a note taker's Bible. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but like I have, look at all the highlights and the scribbles on. It's got the margins right here. It's got, and I constantly fill it up, and I'm highlighting and underlining and writing in the margins. I just totally write in all my Bibles. So
I don't know. Probably be here all
Here,
week.
put that.
I'm pretty sure.
the funny thing is that when he came home, he's like, I'll probably be
Yeah,
home.
I'm always in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm the only joker in the house, and I joke, and I'm the only one that gets it.
Does anybody want to see my Bible?
I'm not blessed with the sense of humor that Stephen has. I'm not blessed with that sense of humor.
Anybody?
And yes, AJ does look totally different without glasses.
Yes, he does. Who said that? Oh, yes, he did. It looks like Drue Lowe said that. Yes, anyhow, but he won't have glasses for like 2 weeks, and he's got a fresh new haircut today, just for school, in time for school. And he's not going to be homeschooled this year. I'm going to keep your homeschooling,
Boy,
AJ.
this
But
must have been where you moved.
well, he was moving around.
Yeah.
He's still going to keep his Instagram account as homeschooling AJ, because the truth of the matter is that even if he's in public school, he's always in the school of hard knocks. He's always learning something from mom and dad. So the homeschooling doesn't have to just to be about like the education that you would get like in a public school. So the homeschooling is, well, from now, I mean, I am enrolling him back in public school. The homeschooling thing just didn't work out, not the way we wanted it. So he's going to go into 4th grade. Put your hand down. And so, but we still will keep the moniker homeschooling AJ.
Yeah, from what I see on news, it seems like a lot of people struggle with homeschooling. So,
It just didn't work out. Okay, AJ's been waiting patiently. Now, what do you need?
I get my first dosage of AMS oil.
Oh, yeah, because he ordered
I
Amazon
got
magazine.
5 2.5 gallons. So that's got enough to change the oil and take some with me.
And they sent you a magazine because you. I guess they were excited to have you. They sent you a magazine.
Yeah. Well, being what you call it?
A dealer.
Not a dealer.
Wholesaler.
No, when you sign up for a preferred customer. When you sign up for a preferred customer, I think it's like $20. It knocked off $100 and something bucks off my order.
Okay, AJ, what are you needing to say?
Does anybody want to see my Bible? I have a case that I like to keep it in.
What is that verse say?
That's it.
I seen that look. What? I seen that look Ruthie gave you. That look at one.
I get that look all the time.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. So I'm gonna pull my Bible out of this case. I like to keep it in a case.
You know, this is awesome to have all of our top people here. I mean, we have our top people, and we are so excited. And Faith, my sister Faith is here, and that's very meaningful too. AJ got that Bible for Christmas, by the way.
I have an NIV Rainbow Study Bible. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, Mike Taylor says, I like the Bible, AJ.
Yeah, I have a Holman Rainbow Study Bible.
And Chris says that's pretty cool, AJ. So yes,
yep, that's pretty nice, AJ.
So we gave.
Wished I had one like that.
And it's NIV. See the NIV.
Upside down.
So Stephen had the purple NIV Rainbow Bible, and AJ wanted one too. So
and it has tabs.
Now, there's one thing that I wanted to say, and that is this. I was blessed to be able to have a conversation with Brother Mike before he went live, and that was nice to hear your voice for the first time on the phone, Brother Mike.
Yeah, she asked me, said, what does Mike sound like? I said, he sounds like Brother Gary. And she goes, really?
I said, he doesn't know who Brother Gary is.
Well, I know, but that's who you know who he is.
Brother Gary is.
And it isn't Brother Gary. It's the other Gary.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
The old man Gary. What's his name?
Sanders.
Yeah, Gary Sanders.
You better hope he's not watching.
Oh, well, he's an old man. He's 50 years older than I am.
Yay!
We had a pastor that we really liked at one time. We were going to Cerulean Baptist Church at one time, and there was a pastor named Brother Gary.
Well, I got a magazine too. See.
There was a pastor named Gary Mitchell, and we loved him as a pastor. But you're talking about Gary Sanders, who lives down the street.
Yeah, doesn't he sound like Gary Sanders?
Yeah, he does. But he's not 50 years older than you. That would make him 109. He's not 109.
Well, how old am I?
59.
I'm not no 59.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
only 39.
With a bunch of gray. So anyway, okay. So y'all are confusing me. Y'all are like just jumping in and confusing me.
What was you talking about?
I was gonna say
I forgot. You talked.
I talked to Brother Mike before we went on the air and got to hear him on the phone for the first time. And I just want to say that we had a conversation about perhaps what is wrong.
Sit down.
Did you raise me up?
No, sit down.
What are you doing?
Just sit.
He's lowering my seat.
Keep sitting.
What are you doing?
Squash it down some more.
Squash it down. What are you doing? And you're doing this live. What are you doing? What he's doing? He's making our seat go down. What he's doing?
While you're doing that,
well, your head is like 3 foot taller than everybody else. You look like Jolly Green Giant.
Mike Taylor.
I'll trade the chairs.
I'm fine. Why are we playing musical chairs?
Oh, your chair's the same size as mine.
Yes, now sit down.
How could we sit so high?
I don't know. AJ, would you let me finish? So one thing I was telling
sitting on a pillow.
I am not sitting on look, this is unscripted. This is totally unscripted.
And pillow being your butt.
Not funny. Not funny.
Where did you learn that from? Wasn't me.
totally unscripted. This is the thing about going live is it's just unscripted. But let me get back to what I was saying.
Yeah, what was you saying? Oh, you're talking about Brother Mike.
Yes. So I told him that, see, we're not getting the subscribers that we would really, Faith says, it's my bedtime. I'm sorry I got to go. Okay, so my sister is checking out. So, okay, well, I love you, Sister Faith.
Good night, Faith.
Say bye, Aunt Faith.
Bye.
Say bye, Aunt Faith.
Bye, Aunt
I love you,
Faith.
Aunt Faith.
Love you.
All right, you'll have to watch it later, Faith.
You can go back and watch it.
Okay, bye, Aunt Faith. Sister Faith. And that's my real sister. I mean, my sister in Christ, but my physical flesh and blood sister. Okay, so I was talking to him, and I said, Stephen feels like perhaps we're not getting the subscribers that we might have otherwise because of the patriotic posts that we've done. And we've been very patriotic lately with the flag videos and the 4th of July videos.
We all know what YouTube is doing, right?
And also that we're very open about our faith. We're very open about our Christianity. And that is referring back to that verse from James 1:27. And so anyhow, and Mike said that he subscribed to our channel. When he saw it, he subscribed to our channel, and then he went and reviewed it, and that the Holy Spirit had a confirmation in his spirit that we were the real deal about representing Christ. We were the real deal.
Yeah.
So
we were originally going to do building Harleys, and actually, AJ, stop. We were originally going to build Harleys, and in fact, it wasn't even going to be Harleys. Originally, I was going to build Peterbilts. I was going to buy, fix, and sell Peterbilts, but the AAA people for it's like OIDA, but they're AAA, and they stand up for big business trucking companies, had pulled the wool over the Trump administration's eyes, and he welcomed them in there at the White House. And anyway, they were able to manipulate the Trump administration into allowing them to produce a bill to up our my brain's freezing up. Our cargo insurance from $750,000 up to $2 million. And so when I heard that, I thought, well, I better not be buying no Peterbilts because I'll never be able to get rid of them. So then I went to look at ATVs and side-by-sides and started to bid on them, but everybody was bidding all the profit out of them. So I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I got to looking around, and I thought, well, I could buy Harleys. They're everywhere. And so I started buying them, and when I started buying them, I found out shortly afterwards that the market is flooded with them because of whatever other reasons. And so anyway, so that all didn't work out. So I ended up getting another truck. What's so funny?
He's just making faces. He's just looking right in. He's just making faces.
Yeah, he thinks he's looking in a mirror or something. But anyway, so yeah, it originally was going to be. It was originally going to stop.
Put your hand down.
It was originally going to be on Peterbilts, and then it just worked its way over to Harleys, and that didn't work out. So then, and now it's we're just doing reality stuff in trucking and family. So.
It's pretty real. I mean, we don't. I mean, I suppose that a reality show, like
stand in the corner, boy.
No.
Behave.
I suppose when people think of a reality show, I love my air quotes. I'm a big air quote person. I mean, just ask AJ. He's learned how to do air quotes too. But I guess when people think of a reality show, they think of like something like the Kardashians or whatever. I mean, we're not always live, obviously, but
Kardashians.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Turn around and let's see if we're like Kardashians.
The first thing that came to my mind. But I mean, we don't have live stream all the time constantly. So AJ is making faces still. So, but we are as much of a reality show without being constantly live stream, because AJ has his show and Steven has his stuff and I put my stuff up. And so we are.
So anybody got any particular questions that they might want to ask? Go ahead. You can go ahead. Continue on.
Okay. I want to say something.
Go ahead. Say something. Better be good.
Mike Taylor, I found this in the book. If you read the back of it, it's a little thank you or something.
It's a thank you card that was sent out by the publishers.
Wow, that's tiny.
It's from. It's somebody who. It's the publisher. It's the publisher. It says, "We pray reading this book has been a true encouragement." La 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 la.
Ruthie Kardashian.
So
yeah, she's got the assets.
So I'm just letting you know I found this in the Children's Pilgrim Progress.
So it's. I mean, we will have fun reading that together. Oh yeah. Totally unscripted. Okay, and but we believe that
the assets.
I get it. Hey, Steven, I mean, that one did not go over my head. I get it. And also the windshield wipers.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, they all missed the windshield.
No, I think that no, Drue Lowe made a comment about the.
Oh, did you, Drue?
But anyway, with my assets and my windshield wipers, I could be Ruthie Kardashian. Oh, Brother Mike says, that's nice, AJ. Anyway, can you get a sense of our family dynamics? Can you see that when we go live, it's just kind of unscripted because, I mean, it's just, we just kind of feed off of each other. And you feed off my energy and I feed off your energy and AJ's energy, which is kind of.
We're in the energies now.
Anyway, but I want to say that we will always keep Christ centered. I'm always going to use the Bible verses. That's something that the Holy Spirit gave me. Now, I didn't start out that way. I've been, I think probably the past 20 or 30 videos, I might have done I didn't start out using a Bible verse, but
I'm not a truck driver for no reason at all.
but the Holy Spirit gave me that.
Stick around here for so long, you know.
The Holy Spirit gave me that, and so even if it stunts our growth, reading the comments, even if it stunts our growth, which we do want to have the number. Oh, you're not listening to me, are you?
I forgot.
He's a real comedian. We're always going to keep Christ first, and that includes the Bible verses and just talking about the Lord. And we may not get the big numbers. Right. Mike says Stephen is married to a Bible. Well, that's better than assets. Anyway, we're always going to keep Jesus Christ first, and if that, and we're a very patriotic family, and if the patriotism
coming, Dad.
If the patriotism and the Christ loving keeps us from getting big numbers, then that's just going to have to be how it is.
Oh, is that how that came out? Yeah. So yeah. So.
I mean, we're not ashamed of the gospel. We're not ashamed of who we are as believers.
I'm always in a different world.
No, this is seriously how this is seriously how we interact. I mean, this is not a show. This is seriously how there's always like this energy.
It's not a show, but don't tell them that. They thought they were watching the show.
Well,
the Big Belly Show.
Except for it's the Skinny Belly now.
Yeah.
The no belly.
I got home and weighed 169, and then next morning I weighed 172. Took a dump, I was back down to 169.
I cannot believe you.
So anyway.
So Stephen said that his BM was 2 pounds.
That was a 2-pounder. I had to go, well, you know.
Does anybody want to see my portable video game system?
No. We're not bringing your Game Gear on here. No, this is not the Just AJ show. Okay, you'll have to do a Game Gear video on that. But
Well, Matt Taylor, please look at my next Just AJ show.
oh, it's not going to be about your video game. And AJ, we've got a lot of shows lined up for AJ. I did some film of him getting his hair cut. There's going to be a hair cutting show coming up. There's going to be a getting his eyeglasses. Mrs. Ruthie trying to hold it all together while the clowns run by. It's true. It's true. Like, I am the rose between two thorns. I got.
Yeah.
Oh, and we don't have per thorn here either. So.
Yeah, hey, we're missing you, per thorn.
Yeah. We are missing. In English, it translates as Peter. PER translates as Peter. That's Swedish, and so. Later, he might see this video. So,
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So, Perthorn is another one of our top people, but he's just not with us tonight, and he's in Sweden, and so the time difference could certainly play a part. But anyway, given his last name, I am the rose between two thorns. So, oh, Mike says, I never miss your show, AJ. I never miss the AJ show. He said he really likes the AJ show.
Thank you, because sometime I want you to see my portable video game system. It's called the Sega Game Gear.
Oh, I don't know what we're going to do with this kid. He is absolutely obsessed with handheld video consoles. He should have been...
Video game consoles. Mom says because I love Sega so much, and that's my favorite video game is Sonic the Hedgehog, and that is the 1991 game, and she says I belong in the 1990s. That's what she says.
It's actually from the 80s.
Oh, and Brother Mike says, I can't wait, AJ. Okay, so let me explain something.
No, because it's not from the 80s, because when I looked on my Genesis...
It said it was made what date?
No date, but it had release year 1991.
Oh, okay.
So let me explain something.
When was Earthworm Jim come out?
I've never looked at that one. It's release date.
In 91. So I would have been 30?
Yes, because, no, what, 29?
29. Woo, 29, yeah.
When Sonic came out.
Okay, so listen to this.
Lost a lot of brain cells that year.
I was when I was growing up, I remember Game Boy and I remember Nintendo. Not that I was ever into those things. I'm not a gamer. I'm not a gamer. I am not a gamer, and I don't like video games. And personally, I think that they are a waste of time. I personally feel like that.
But I don't. She's totally wrong.
But anyhow, I had always heard of Mario and Mario Brothers and Nintendo and Game Boy, but I must have been living under.
I like Earthworm Jim because he's always dancing with his worm. Because he is a worm. He takes himself out and goes, snap.
I must have been living under a rock. I must have been, because I never heard of Sega. I never heard of Game Gear. I never heard of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I was 13 years old in 1991. I was 13 years old, and supposedly that's when Sonic came out.
Did you ever hear of Big Belly Rebuild?
No.
Oh.
And but AJ said to me, he said
early 90s. Yeah, that's what AJ was saying.
AJ said
I figured it was around there somewhere.
Yeah, 1991.
AJ said to me, you mean
I can't even remember what I was doing in the 80s.
You mean 1991?
I think I was on a ride. A wild ride.
AJ said to me, you mean you had, Drue says Sega is early 90s. AJ said to me, you mean you had to have a child? You had to have a child to find out I had to give birth to a child, prodigy, to tell me what Sega and Sonic the Hedgehog were, even though I was alive during that time frame. But again, I'm not a gamer. I am not a gamer.
Which I am, and I have the Sega Game Gear and the Sega Genesis Mini. Not the original, the Mini.
But it drives me nuts. Yeah. And anyhow, so I just think it's funny. And AJ thinks it's funny, too, that I had to give birth to my child to tell me what Sega
What else do you got? You got some robots?
Yes, I have Vector and Cosmo, 2 robots. One of them will not work.
Only because he hasn't hooked it up on the Wi-Fi.
Well, both of them will not work because Cosmo is actually just sitting there in a box. It will not even turn on. But
Yep, that's it.
But Vector, which is my other one, is voice activated. And here's the other thing: is it had Alexa on it, but because that's not hooked up to the Wi-Fi anymore, I don't know what happened. It disconnected somehow. I can't use it anymore.
It does that. It times out. But all you gotta do is hook it back up.
Brother Mike says they have Pilgrim Progress games. After you learn the book, I will send you one, AJ. And I don't know if he means video games. Is that video games or is that like a board game? He just said games.
It says games, so I'm sure he's referring to electronics.
Well, that's the only thing
That's
AJ
what AJ
likes
is.
is electronics.
Well, he gets it. I'm sure he does.
So he says you have to learn the book first to understand the games. So you got to learn the book. So, but now Mike was going to ask. Oh, he says all of the above. They have electronics and the board games and everything. Now, Mike, what was your specific question about Stephen's shower? Chris and
Are you hinting at something that I need a shower or something?
so Chris,
I wouldn't put some deodorant on. I mean, one of the things you always notice when I start a video is I'm putting my deodorant on.
he really did. I mean, he went into the bathroom and put his deodorant
But hey,
on.
you
He
never
really
know.
did.
One of these days they might come out with smell-o-vision. So I think they'll come out with that before they do with driving trucks. That takes over human beings.
Oh, well, he did. He put on deodorant to come
Smell-o-vision.
on the smell-o-vision to come on.
I smell you need a shower.
But Chris and Drue, when I was talking to Brother Mike earlier, he had a question for Stephen. And I guess you're going to be typing it soon, Mike, about Stephen's shower. So I don't know what his question is.
I have a pump that you would have in RV, and it's got a pressure sensor in it, and it goes down into a 5-gallon Alhambra bottle that I have in the truck, and plugs into the cigarette lighter, and all you do is squeeze the handle and it comes out, and then I have a Tupperware tub that I stand in and get my hair wet, get all soaked down. I also have shower curtains that hang from the ceiling, and it goes down into the Tupperware, and I get all wet, soap up, and then rinse off, and it all drains out the hole in the floor. There's a hole where the hose goes out.
So Mike writes, I take a Navy shower in a dish tub and pour water on my head, wet, rinse, rinse.
I do that too when I don't want to get my shower curtain and all that stuff out. I'll do that. I got a container that's about that big, holds a gallon of water, and I'll just fill up I got a hand pump that I can fill up that gallon, and just when I get up in the morning, I clean my face and get all cleaned up. So yeah, I do that too.
But if you've noticed in his videos, he's grooming himself a lot in his videos.
Hey, I gotta stay clean. I won't be all funky.
Look at my big.
Especially when I'm getting on video. So
Guys, watch
you
my.
never know.
Yeah, but you kind of start. He's starting where he's not. He puts his shirt on and he does his deodorant.
I gotta have my shirt off to show off my skinny belly. So
Well,
that
that's
was a lot of work. You know, starving I gotta go through to get to that skinny belly.
Oh, now I listen to what Chris says. Shower? What's that? Never heard of a shower.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, watch my chin puff out.
Your chin pop. And Drue says
Well, it
sounds
can
like-
be, but it's sitting right there on the next to my bed, so it's really. AJ, don't be farting in here.
I'm not.
something. Are you sure you did?
So anyway, it's sitting right next to my shower. It's not a big deal. So I mean, not next to my shower, right next to my bed. So it's no harder than making a cup of coffee or cutting some fruit or some cheese.
Cutting the cheese.
Or doing
Cutting
a
the
video.
cheese.
Cutting the cheese.
So, why don't you tell them why I don't like to travel with you? There's a couple of reasons.
Oh,
There's a couple of reasons.
one time,
Stop
Ruthie,
it.
before AJ was born, Ruthie wanted to go to Florida with me.
Chris is always cleaning up Miss Ruthie. He says always
She
cleaning up.
wanted to
Miss
go
Ruthie.
to Florida with me, and so I took her down there, and I had a Volvo at the time. I was driving for somebody else, and anyway, so she had to go pee, and I told her, I said, well, go ahead, go pee. She goes, well, where? I don't see, where? I said, right there, next to the truck. We were parked on a ramp. And she's like, I said, nobody see. I said, just go next to the truck. Well, she'd never squatted before and peed right on her pants.
That's so not funny. Wasn't expecting you to say that.
So hey, you asked. You said tell. So anyway, so she don't want to go on the road with me no more because she don't know how to squat.
It's easier.
Why is your face lit up like a tomato?
Because I didn't know you were going to say that.
I didn't know you were going to say that, but my wife went once with me in my 20s, but that was the end of that. Well, okay, that was in AJ was born in 2012, and in 2009, I went to Florida with Stephen, and now I wasn't going to tell him that, but anyhow, but
what was you going?
Well,
what was you going to tell him? Well, I guess I let it out of the bag. Ruthie peed on her pants. Hey, Jay, sit down.
you make it sound like I don't know. Anyway, men can go to the bathroom a whole lot easier on the road, and you can pee in a bottle. I can't pee in a bottle. You can do your thing in a bottle. I can't pee in a
I can
bottle.
fill up 2-3 bottles a night. So.
Yeah, but you have a direct tubing system.
Yeah.
You have a tubing system.
Oh, you guys are getting loud. But hey, I saw, where was it I saw that?
Oh, Drue says no secrets here.
They got a little thing where you can hook everything up so you can have a hose too.
Well,
Another thing is that I bet sometimes Dad pees in bottles and throws them out.
oh
I never thought of
no, he does not. I'm going to correct you on that. Your daddy does not throw his urine bottles out. In fact, he hates that. He does not do that. Now you just take that right back. Your daddy does
I may
not do
pee
that.
in a bottle.
But he does not throw it out
That's
the window.
right. They go with me until I get to a garbage can, and then I dispose of them correctly.
We do not promote that, AJ.
That's why I said I bet.
What do you mean? You're saying
No need to try to cover up for yourself. You did wrong.
you did wrong, AJ.
Now go stand in a corner. For
She
20
was going
minutes.
to better on her than in her pants. She was going to sugarcoat it. Well, then he took his message away. Message retracted.
I guess he didn't want to do that.
I don't know. I didn't know you could take a message
Too
away.
late. She read it.
He took Chris took it says message retracted. That's what's showing up. You had a message out and then you took it back. You took it back.
No taking it back. We read it.
But anyway, Steve, as you all know, because y'all are our faithful top 3, you all know that Stephen does not like truck stops, and so he would not let me go to a truck stop to pee. So I had to just squat.
Man, them places are filthy.
And then well, I did take a shower in a
Rest areas are filthy.
I did take a shower in a truck stop shower one time, and then what state was it that we did the whole?
Oh, Ruthie's whispering, and that wasn't in the truck. We had taken a trip into California.
Oh, that's right. That wasn't in the big truck. That's right.
We had taken a shower, I don't know, a couple of days, and we wasn't stopping at no motel rooms, and so I pulled over at a lake or something there in Nebraska, and we went skinny dipping, and Ruthie's like, "Oh, I never done that before." I said, "It's nothing to it. Just take your clothes off and dive in."
But it was.
Don't hide behind me.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind you. But it wasn't private.
He said it was misspelled.
Oh, okay.
he had a misspelling. But no, it was by underneath the moonlight over an overpass, and people were looking down. Wasn't it? We had traffic going by, and I did not want to skinny dip with cars full moonlight night looking down.
It's cool, man.
What? Are you reading comments or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Ruthie's still stuck in the skinny dipping stuff. So.
But anyway,
It was
it was a full moonlight night.
Yeah, it was at night. So.
And yeah, it wasn't not. Well, I would have done it during the day.
There was some truck drivers going by looking, honking and stuff. Ruthie had her headlights out. AJ has no idea.
No, he has no idea. That went over your head, Bubby. That went over your head.
It still sounded funny.
That went over your head. Anyway, so I'm not a big travel person with Steven, but going back to what Mike Taylor said, that in his 20s, his wife went with him in his 20s, and he said that was the end of that. Is that really right? Is that true? That,
me too.
Oh, the spell checker?
Yeah.
But so, Brother Mike, you said that your wife hasn't ridden on the road with you since your 20s. I love it. He goes, my wife went with me in my 20s, and that was the end of that. Thank God.
Yeah. Well, at the time, I was just running down to Florida. In fact, I ran to Florida for 3 years as an owner-operator. And
you had
a couple of years there for walk-ins, didn't I?
Yeah,
so for about 5 years, that's all I did was run down to Florida and back, and I was home almost every weekend. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do. But another thing is here. Listen to how naive I was. Drue says. Drue Lowe says, "Boy, all the secrets coming out tonight."
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're full of secrets, I guess. But no, here's how nice. AJ, what are you?
Didn't know Ruthie was a skinny dipper, did you?
Well, I haven't done it since. I haven't done it since, and I wasn't that. I was to use the word. I was a whole lot more. I was skinnier.
So what are you saying?
Well, I was skinnier when I went skinny dipping. Now I'm not so skinny, and I wouldn't go skinny dipping now. I was skinnier.
I thought you were doing keto.
Well, but I'm still a far cry from what I was 11, 12, 13
so you
years
didn't
ago.
make a big ass splash back then?
No, I did not make as big as a splash back then. But what I want to say now you've got me all confused about what I wanted to say.
You were skinny dipping.
Well, we can move on past
Our trip
that.
was 250 miles in a cab over and a skateboard. It was miserable. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, no, I know. Thank you, Brother Mike. Thank you. That's what I was going to say. It's because I was so naive. I thought that it would be really cozy. A husband and a wife and the one bed, and I thought it'd be really cozy.
I made her sleep on top bunk.
Well, you didn't have a top bunk.
Yeah, and the Volvo did. You rode up there looking at Atlanta City, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Of course.
I said, look, we're going through Atlanta. I didn't go around Atlanta. I went right down the middle of it. I said, well, look, we're going through Atlanta at night. Get up on the top bunk, look out the window so you can see all the lights of the city. Right. And so she was like, oh, and you could hear her up there as I was driving through the city about all the lights and all this and that. So
that's right. That one, now that did have a top bunk, but I was really naive because I thought, tight little bed, tight space, that, husband and wife cuddling at night.
I gotta sleep, man. Get away.
Sleep on the top bunk, Dad. I advise you to sleep on the top.
Drew's really getting into it, not as much assets from when I
not as much, yeah.
Right, not
as big a splash.
That's right. That's right. So thank you. Got that. But anyhow, it was it just was not. I was just thinking that it'd be so cozy. Me and Steven driving together. Well, I don't drive. I don't drive it. I don't have a CDL. But it wasn't cozy. It was crowded, and it just wasn't. It wasn't romantic. I thought it would be romantic. but there was nothing romantic traveling.
There was no romance to it.
Oh, what he's talking about. Yeah, but anyway, we'll be closing this up for almost an hour.
Oh, wow. We're at 54 minutes into our
Anybody
conversation.
got any more questions?
Look at that. They have put up with us for 54 minutes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, guys. Any questions before we
Let's see.
See ya.
No, let's see. This has been so exciting to have all three of our top people. This has just been awesome. So, again, I just want to say thank you so much to Brother Mike Taylor. Thank you, Chris, from CNC Auto Works. And thank you, Drue Lowe. Chris, I'm just having a hard time with your last name. Lamborn. I think that's right. What it was, Lamborn.
Yeah, that's what you corrected me as.
Okay.
The cuddle leaves bad things. Yeah, some bumps and scratches.
But anyway, very happy to have our top three people, and look, they're the only ones watching too.
This is our longest.
But Faith gave us a like too, because we have four likes and 3 people watching. So and Faith gave us a like.
And this is our longest video yet.
I can't believe we've been rattling our mouths for 55 minutes. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, we've had a 40-minute one, but we've never had up in 50 minutes.
Y'all are probably gonna be like the only ones to ever watch the whole 55 minutes because you're part of it. But
well, about time to sign off.
So how do you
anybody know what it is?
Yes, Stephen has a routine now on.
God bless. Have lots of fun.
Oh, wait a second. Wait, no. There's a question.
You are still thinking.
Are you still thinking about staying regional?
As a matter of fact, I'm going to give it a try. So when I went out west the last time, I wasn't just checking the rates over there in Idaho, but I checked them in Utah and all the surrounding states, and the rates were down out there. And that's the only bad thing about going out west, because I can usually get a good paying load to go Seattle, Washington, Oregon, all those places out there, but you can't get anything coming back. So that's why I always went to Fernley, because it can always get loads coming out of Fernley over there. Right, that's right outside of Nevada.
Mom says I'm so cute.
Right outside of Reno, and so if I'm not taking loads to Reno, then I don't want to go out west, because I need to get loads coming back at least to Denver. So I'm going to, and I can get loads, the same loads that I've been running for a few years, and that's those racks, but I have to go up. The load is 13 foot tall. And so I have to put my 8-foot tarps on there, and it's just not my 8-foot tarps. Those pallet racks have sharp edges everywhere, and if you don't cover up all those sharp edges, it will rip your 8-foot tarps to pieces. So I have not been able to tarp it less than 4 hours, and so that's 4 hours of tarping, 13 feet up, and you're constantly going up and down for bungees and so on and so on, and so it's a lot of work. And it pays $1,000 less than I was making on those solar stuff going out to Egypt there. And so I'm going to try running some regional. I used to be able to, I ran for 5 years, like I was just mentioning, down to Florida. I would run down to Florida, and I was home every week, and I did pretty good doing that. I did it for 5 years. So I'm going to give it a try. Yes. So the answer to your question is I'm going to give it a try and see if I can do it. I had to run those the loads that I ran out there. They were my first loads in this truck, and I needed to put some finances in the bank, and so I did do that. And plus, I got familiar with the truck, and so there was a lot of reasons why I took those runs. But now I need to work on stuff around here and see if I can make money around here while the rates are still up. So to answer your question is yes. So.
Well, they are all sending in their goodbyes. Mike Taylor says, see you in Fernley. Chris says, bye-bye. Drue says, see ya. And CNC says, good night too. Oh, okay. Y'all, good. They're talking to each other.
Okay. So
look, they're talking to each other.
So anybody know the saying? The goodbye? How you say it? God bless.
Have lots of fun.
And
later.
see you guys.